Guys. All right, so it's me, Kiana, coming at you today, and I'm coming at you because I know a lot of people want to see what I'm eating. Um, I am now just reaching 4 months post-op, so that is when you break it down, it's only 120 days. I'm 120 days post-op, and I'm still in what they call the honeymoon phase, which is relearning my body because when you have this surgery, and as you know, I had gastric sleeve. I went to Mexico and had mine. When you have this surgery, your stomach is made all new again. And I say your stomach because, of course, your mind isn't, and that's something that you work on gradually. Um, but your stomach is made all new again because you only have 15 to 20% of it left. And I joke all the time and say that Dr. Lopez, which was the doctor who performed my surgery, I always joke and say that he gave me the extra tight sleeve because I basically really don't like anything. Food and I are no longer friends. We were good buddies. I mean, long time buddies. But I thank God that I'm being restored and delivered from the addiction of food and of obesity. I'm not totally healed, but I am being healed. And I am in the process in the very moment of being restored. So I thank God for that. Um, but I know a lot of people want to know, what do you actually eat in a whole day? At times I do a video where I show you maybe something I'm eating, but you've never seen it all laid out exactly what I eat in a whole entire day. And being 4 months post-op, of course, that has changed from 2 months post-op or 3 months post-op. I just reached 4 months post-op, April the 10th. With that being said, let me go ahead and show you guys what I have. Okay, now it's not in no specific order, and I don't have this every day, but most of these things, um, what I do is I take away some things, replace it with something else, depending on what I need as far as protein for that day, because you are constantly adding, you are constantly uh, evaluating yourself, you are constantly adding up grams of carbs and calories and protein. And for me, now I'm only speaking for me, only for me. Um, I don't focus too much on my calories and my carbs. Why? Because even though I do look at them, don't get me wrong, but I don't focus totally on it because I don't eat enough to even really be worrying about that. I really need to just focus right now with how my body is handling food and how I'm not able to even take in much. I need to focus on protein because my protein levels sometimes go down drastically low. And I have to watch that because that is something that is detrimental to my progression and to my nutrients in my body. So, calories, carbs, I'm not taking in wholly that much, so I don't even really focus fully on it. I do look at it because I want to know, so that as I progress, I'll know the calorie count and carb count and certain things. And when I go to the market, I don't have to take a long time with trying to read every label. Eventually, it becomes second nature to already know these things. So I look at it, but to focus solely on it, no, I don't. Again, that is because I don't take in much food at all. Um, I take in enough just to replenish my body, to nourish my body. And my body right now, I only speak of right now because that's all I know. I can't tell you guys how it's going to be 5 months from now, 6 months from now, because these are things that you cannot read. You have to experience this for yourself because everybody is so different. So, therefore, I can't predict how I'm going to handle or how my bad body is going to handle things or how I'm going to be eating or whatever 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months down the road. I can only tell you right now, and I can only speak about myself. Um, you do something different, you do something, you see something different. Hey, you like it, I love it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I only speak about what I know and what I'm going through myself. All right, so One of the things I keep in my refrigerator is the Ease Advantage Carb Control Get Lean and Toned in rich dark chocolate. We don't get many flavors. So I like things that are like really creamy. I like the regular chocolate is fine, but I like dark chocolate because it's more like uh, what's the word? It's more flavorful, and by my palate not having too much of things that's enjoyable to me, I like to get as much flavor in as possible, if it's possible. Because a lot of things, and you'll see, I eat only because I treat my body as a machine right now. It's just basically what I take in is for nourishment, for nutrients. Um, the things I would like to have, I can't eat. And it's not that I can't eat it because I've been told by my doctor not to eat it. No, it's that I really physically can't eat it. It's either my body can't tolerate it, either smells turn me off, or either I don't like the texture in my mouth. So, all right, so this has 17 grams of protein, which is a great amount. And watch the ratio: 3 net carbs and 110 calories. Yeah. So you're getting only 110 calories, but you're getting in 17 grams of protein. So this is something that is a must have in my fridge. The cheapest place I've seen this at is Walmart. Walmart has it for $4.99 for four, and that's the cheapest I've seen it. But I buy three at a time, and that usually lasts me for about 2.5 weeks. I buy three packets at a time. So this is the 17 grams, 3 net carbs, and 100 calories. It's 11 ounces, fluid ounces. So it's no way, being that I only can hold about 2 ounces in my belly at one time, I just sip on it. I just leave this next to me and sip on it off and on. Um, Most of these things I'm not able to eat in one setting. Actually, all of these things I'm not able to eat in one setting. So what I find myself doing is I have to always have it like in a covered container or whatever, or either just put it back in a covered container in the refrigerator or have it sitting next to me in a covered container and just munch on it off and on. That's the only way I'm able to get it in because it's no way possible for me to be able to consume any of these things at one setting. Another thing I have is my protein soup. And this is a small bowl, like your traditional cereal bowl. And as you can see where it comes, and this is a lot. It's no way I could eat this in one setting. This is my chicken noodle protein soup. And what I would do is I add a little bit more water to this when I fix it. This is left over from yesterday. Believe it or not, this is one packet, and this is what's left over from yesterday. It's no way. This would literally last me a whole day. That's why when I told you guys, I know it probably sounds far-fetched because you're probably judging the old Kiana with the new Kiana. You're like, there's no way, especially if you're judging how what you eat. It's no way somebody can take a packet of soup and it lasts them 2 or 3 days, but it really does. What I do is I add a lot of water to it because I really like the broth more than anything. My foods have to be really hot or really cold in order to really, really get down. Um, and I think that the hot items, what it does is it relaxes my stomach muscles, but that's just my theory. And yeah, so I have to have this soup every day. It's still with protein. I did a review on it, you guys. I shared it with you guys. Bariatric Choice sells it. Um, I'm just telling the truth. That's something I have to have, and I found that that works best for me. And I'll go ahead and place a $10 code underneath of this video. Um, it is a referral code, and I'll place it underneath this video so that you guys can get $10 off of if you wanted to order it, and that'll make it basically free, a box free for you to try. So yeah, so I have to have my protein soup, uh, and I have a huge haul coming. Um, I just haven't uploaded it, but I have a huge haul of some items that I did purchase. As you all know, I told you guys that I purchase like at least $100 worth of stuff every single month from Bariatric Choice because um, I have to eat things that I know works for me as far as being able to get it down, not feel any nausea from it or anything like that. So I just, until I get tired of it, I repeat the same thing. That means if I had to eat the same thing for 3 weeks at a time, I do it. That's just what I do. Um, and that's all I can do right now. Can't cry about it, can't pout about it, none of that. So the bariatric cocoa, bariatric choice cocoa, protein cocoa, I drink that every day, and the protein soup, I eat that every day. So those are things I have to have, and it gives me loads of protein. Just in 1 cup of the cocoa and then 1 cup of the soup, you're looking at about 35 grams of protein just in those two things. So that's why I have to have it. So the next item I'm going to show you guys is cottage cheese. Can't stand it. Tell you that right now. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like none of that. But guess what? Just this little teeny bit, I get in about 12 grams of protein. So mama eats it. And if I gotta hold my nose at the same time and eat it, then that's what I have to do. The crazy part is when you eat, when you're after you had a gastric sleeve or weight loss surgery, you can't gulp. Like you can't just hurry up and chug stuff down. So it's kind of like you can't really like try to get over the taste and just hurry up and eat it because we can't hurry up and eat. And in fact, you'll see right here, I'm eating off of a baby spoon. And why do I do that? Because it gives me the perfect size portion. That way I don't have to feel like I took in too much at one time. Yeah, it's a lot of brain work. That's why this is definitely not an easy road. It's not the easy road. You definitely have to invest a lot of time and energy if you're going to do this. And if you're going to do it really successfully, you're definitely going to have to take a lot of time and energy into doing this. It's a lot of thought process. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of figuring things out. It's a lot of being aware. It's just a lot. Everything that you put in your mouth, trust me, you will be aware of. You will be. It's not like when we used to eat before, where you just ate and that was it, and then you thought about it maybe later. You felt guilty or whatever, or you just didn't even think about it at all. It's not like that. You don't even have that option anymore. Every single thing you're going to be aware of. Why? Because sometimes it's going to make you feel sick. Sometimes you're going to have a bad reaction to it. Sometimes it has too many calories, too many carbs. It's too fatty. So it makes you feel some sort of way as far as inside your body. Not mentally, but inside your body. It's just you have to be aware, and you will grow to be aware whether you like it or not. Because who wants to walk around feeling sick and stuff like that all the time? Who wants to walk around and ruining, the date or whatever because you stuck in the bathroom while he's sitting in the restaurant waiting for you? So you're going to be aware. You're going to have to put time and effort, mental effort into this. We're not even talking about the physical aspect of effort. We're talking about just the mental. So I respect fully those who are able to instantly go back to work and all that kind of stuff after they have gastric sleeve, because as you know, I own my own two businesses, and I'm able to, because I am the boss, I'm able to I'm able to do things when I want to do things. I work around what I feel. If my body feels good that day, or if I feel like doing this that day, I'm able to somewhat juggle that, and I'm able to somewhat have control over that. But when you work for other people and you got to go back to work because you need to help support your family and feed your children, and you have to clock into somebody's clock 9 to 5, you have to do breaks when they say do breaks. You have to get back on that phone when they say get back on that phone. You have to serve these customers when they say serve these customers. All while whatever you're feeling in your body is still going on. Whatever reaction you're having to food or what you ate at lunch is still going on. You still have to do those things. And I have much, much respect, because I truly don't know how people do it. I really don't. Me going through what I go through, and what I've went through thus far, and how I feel some days, I don't see how I would be able to do it. So I thank God that I have the opportunity that I do have, and I thank God that I have the lifestyle that I have, because it's truly, truly will take you through a mental and physical tailspin. Now, with that being said, I'm mad thankful that I had it, because even in my bad days, when I feel bad, my protein levels is down. I feel like a 18-month pregnant person. Yeah. And you know pregnancy only goes 9 months. So when I feel like that, I know that this surgery saved my life, because it's not too many 475-pound 60-year-olds walking around, because I was 475 pounds in my highest weight. And it's not too many of them walking around. And it's a reason for that, because they don't live to be that old. And I knew that eventually that my life was going to be like that. I knew that my life was not going to be at all one day because of that, due to that. And I didn't want my children standing over a coffin, mommy looking real pretty in that coffin, but big as a house. And she lost her life because y'all came into the room the next morning and found mommy cold because she had a heart attack in her sleep. That's why I had the surgery. That was my focus, and that is my focus. So even in my bad moments, in my bad times, in my darkest hours of feeling bad physically due to things I've eaten or things I haven't eaten, or protein or nutrients I didn't put in because I was, trying to skimp on it, and I didn't feel like going in, didn't feel like eating, and didn't feel like consuming this or drinking that. Even in those moments, I still take and find joy, because I remember, I quickly tell myself, I check myself real quick and say, guess what? You could be not feeling it all, sister, because you could be rotting in your grave. So if I have to eat this cottage cheese right here, this little bit of cottage cheese, this little bit to y'all, but it's a lot to me, especially when you don't like it. This little bit of cottage cheese right here, I can't eat this in one setting. But if I gotta eat it and I can't stand it, and if I gotta hold my nose while I'm chewing it, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you guys the amount, because like I said, this is a little bit to you guys, but that's a lot to me. Now look at the baby spoon next to it if you want to see the portion. This is on a salsa, by the way. So this is a very small plate, and this is the cottage cheese. I've sprinkled a little bit of pepper on it, but this is the cottage cheese, you guys, and that takes me several times of eating in order to finish that. So that is what else I eat in a day. I also have to have this. Now this I don't mind eating. It's 100 calories, it's 0 fat, it's Greek yogurt, and it has 12 grams of protein. This is a must for me. Now you may choose a different kind of Greek yogurt or a different kind of sauce or different items. That's up to you. Again, you like it, I love it. Do you? But this is one that I can tolerate right now. And I'm also in the phase where I can tolerate something for like 3 weeks, and then a week later I can't stand it. Don't want it, don't want to see it, don't even want to smell it. So right now, that Greek yogurt is the one for me. I've tried others, even some that have higher protein, but I can't stomach it. So look, this thing right here, this thing right here, this thing right here, yeah, this thing right here, this stomach, she is just something else. Okay, she's a feisty little thing, and she likes what she likes, and she don't want anything other than what she want. And that's usually, like I said, the protein soup and hot cocoa, tea, and that yogurt. Sugar-free popsicles, yes, that is a must. Now, if you want to know what kind of snacks I eat, sometimes I do eat some of these pumpkin seeds, and I'll tell you why. I was on the sunflower seeds hard for a while. Yeah, but let's just go over the nutritional value for that. Again, I'm not really into the calories right now, but you know it's not a lot of calories. But protein, that's what I worry about. Why? Again, because I don't eat that much, so I need calories. You see what I'm saying? If you're only eating 2 spoons, that's about three. 3 spoons, not baby spoons, but 3 regular sized tablespoons of cottage cheese, 1 small single serving of yogurt, a serving of some protein soup, and 1 shake. If you add up those calories, I need calories. You see what I'm saying? Let's face it, I need calories. And let's face it, let's be real. Y'all eating way more calories than that. Way more in a day. Y'all probably eat that in a setting. So I'm just saying. But anyway, the protein, yeah, let's go over that real quick. This has for a quarter cup, the sunflower seeds have 9 grams of proteins, and for a quarter cup of the pumpkin seeds, it's 12 grams. Now, like I said, I was on these hard, but I can't stomach them now. Like this bag, it's a resealable bag, and it's the jumbo bag, and I had this bag probably for a week and a half, 2 weeks. Okay. Now, my stomach, I was on those hard for about a month. I can't stomach them now. I can eat it. It tastes wonderful while I'm eating it, but then I get this like turning of my stomach after I eat it, like, and it lasts for like half a day, and it's not even worth it. You understand? So I don't even bother with them really no more. But these is what I'm on right now. You get a little teeny bit more protein, but these are what is up. So right now, this is what I'm on. Will a month from now, I'll be like, I don't want no pumpkin seeds either? I don't know. I have no idea. I will tell you this. I've tried cashews and mixed nuts. I don't like how I feel in my stomach. See, it's certain things that, like, even if it don't come back up, it's just that we just don't like how it feels in our stomach. And the only way I can give you more detail about that is it just don't feel right. Like you feel like your stomach is turning. It won't come up, but it just don't feel right in your stomach. That's all I could just say to try to give you details about or explain what I mean by that. So if it don't feel right in my stomach, I just don't even bother. It's not even worth it. So I gave those canisters to my mom. But yeah, so this is what I eat in a day. Of course I have, like I said, you don't see it, but I have the hot chocolate. I have that, and I put that in my, when we went to Florida and Bahamas, I put that in this mug because it's a hot and cold mug, and it keeps it really, really hot. And that's the thing. My stuff has to be extremely, extremely hot. That's why I couldn't stand the food on the cruise ship, because they would serve soup and it wasn't even real, real hot. But I'm not even getting into that right because I was real bad about it. But I'm real particular. I'm real, real particular. Like I would hate to be my waiter or waitress. I really, really, I haven't gotten there because right now food and I are not friends. So it's like such a waste to even spend money on food. So I don't even, Daddy and I don't even go to restaurants no more. But when I get to that point, I'm going to have to, I already know I'm going to have like a tip fund building up right now, because I would hate to be my waitress and waiter, because it's, yeah, I'm so particular. Like I have to have things in it. Look, the funny thing is I can only eat like a bite of it, but yet I want that bite to be like exactly what I want it to be. Like it's a bite, but I want it, I want a little bit of the relish on that. I want that bite to be perfect, or I'm gonna be really upset about it. And if y'all think I'm lying, I'm telling you, you heard Daddy say, like it's just a bite. Like I'll ask for a little bite of his like hamburger patty or something, not the bread, because I don't like how that feels. But I'll ask for a little bite. But I need him to like make sure a little piece of the cheese is on it, and I don't want the cheese to be cold. It has to be melted. Don't lay the cheese on top. And it's his burger, mind you. I'm telling him how to do his burger. Just he gotta do his burger the way I want it, just so I can get a bite. Anyway. It can't be like a cold patty, because you know how Daddy, you know how men, they fix a burger and they just put the cheese on the bun, and it don't have to be like melted in the oven. The cheese don't. The burger's hot and they like, well, the cheese will melt. No, no, no. I need you to make sure that cheese is all the way melted. I don't want to feel none of that cold cheese, because the thought of cold cheese just turns my stomach. Like when I think about cheese being cold, I told you, like, I don't know what it is. I think this this surgery that made me nuts or something. I don't know. But I could not. That bite has to be. Or I'm gonna be like, why did you? Mind you, again, I'm gonna remind you that this is their food. Okay, I'm gonna get the present. 1 second. My baby has a present for me. So I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm sorry that this video. I actually thought this video was gonna be about 5-6 minutes. You guys, I lied to you not. It's 25 minutes, so I gotta go. I know y'all be getting tired of my long videos, but really, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You all do know what you can do, right? You can like not tune in or even unsub. You could do all of that. And guess what? Kiana's still gonna go on. Kiana's still gonna be happy. Kiana's still gonna have joy. And Kiana's still gonna be doing her thing. Because we just getting started, boo. We just getting started. 120 days, you guys. We just getting started. I'm so excited. It's such an exciting time. I know y'all can see my excitement all the time. That's because when God is restoring you, when God is delivering you, and when you have been when you have walked through hell, when you walked through hell and came out unscarred, you can't help but have joy. You can't help but have excitement. So if my joy and my excitement does something, or it comes off as she too chipper or too happy or too this, so be it. Like I said, you like it, I love it. Do you? But I'm gonna do me. And this is the new me. So on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. I will talk to you guys later. Let me get my present from my boo, my pootie, and I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed.
I got present for you.
Let me see.